Hi, my name is Holden Taylor, and today I have been tasked with introducing Abigail Fernandez. Ever since she came to St. Mary's halfway through 4th grade, Abigail has been a staple piece in our grade, and she is definitely unapologetically herself. I'm sure we'll never forget the time she went to England for the summer and came back with a British accent, which is still there to this day. Abigail has definitely had her moments, like that time Coach Duncan gave her detention. Don't worry, we all know why. And when she had a very private secret revealed to the entire grade. However, I praise her for handling the many, many jokes about it. Also, is anyone else here seeing Abigail without the blanket for the first time? Because I am. It's like seeing a bird leave the nest. But beyond these legendary moments, Abigail is so much more. She's an incredibly talented musician who surprised us all at the father-daughter dance and played in chapel. She's also the person that can make anyone feel comfortable, no matter if you're best friends or just met 5 minutes ago. And if you're lucky enough to be her friend, you know she's the person to have your back, no questions asked. I've loved getting to know Abigail as the cool, talented, and sometimes unpredictable person she is. I truly admire her for the unique presence she brings to our school, and I can confidently say that our grade would not be the same without her. So, please welcome the one, the only Abigail Fernandez.
A question I hear get brought up every once in a while is, would the younger you be proud of who you are today? And I never really thought too much about it and just said yes and moved on. But as I got into middle school, that question wasn't something I was thinking about, but something along the lines of, can I meet people's expectations of me and worrying about how will they see me? A big part of growing up is figuring out who you are and what you like, which is something I've struggled with a lot. Not really having a clear view of who I am or what I like. Trying to find a balance between the discomfort of being what my friends and family want me to be versus finding comfort in who I want to be. However, a couple of years ago, that started to change, and I stopped caring what people thought of me and started doing my own thing. I started wearing that stereotypical 8th grade emo look and acted like the world was out to get me. My parents called it a phase and something I just had to work through, but I think now, looking back, it was my first time letting go of trying to be perfect. A couple months ago, I saw a TikTok that really stuck with me, made me think about how I've changed through middle and high school. It said that no one knows who you truly are, and you're a different person to everyone you've met. But you're also a different person to who you think you are, depending on how life changes. 7-year-old me at my old school, who tried to be friends with everyone in my class, wouldn't recognize 8th grade me, who was doing everything I could to be the opposite of what I knew growing up. High school me probably wouldn't recognize middle school me either, and I probably wouldn't agree with most of the decisions I made at that time. Going along with that idea, it's not just me that wouldn't recognize a younger version of myself, but my friends from my old soccer team have no idea about the music that I write or my band. I don't think my friends from my old school would even be able to pick me out from a crowd anymore. My friends in music have no idea that I wear a blanket around school every day and have for the last 4 years, and they'll probably never know that side of me. And while to some people that might be terrifying to think about, we're always changing. And in 10 years, I'll look back and high school me will probably be gone too. But it brings me comfort. A few years ago, I was in the middle school play Into the Woods, and I had one job of carrying a painting of a glass slipper across the stage. But I messed up and carried it out backwards twice, showing the audience just a blank piece of paper. And at that moment, it was the end of my life and the most embarrassing thing I could have done. But I bet no one here remembers that. I bet no one even knows that I did a play at some point in my life. And that brings me a lot of comfort. Being able to be a different person to those around me takes pressure off of all the expectations people have. On Friday nights, I can get on a stage and forget about everything going on in my life. But on Monday morning, no one will know about a note that I didn't hit or part of a song that I forgot. I get to separate my life into different stories in a sense. And that brings me the comfort I've spent so much of my life searching for. And I think younger Abigail would be proud of who I am today and who I'm going to be and every version in between. Thank you.